Good morning and welcome back. Today we have Dr. Terin Blanchard from Atrium joining us. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
I am excited. We are talking about allergy season. It plagues a lot of us. What's going on?
It does. I mean, this is the time of year. All the plants are starting to bloom. I mean, the pollen's out there, and then it's this vicious cycle. I mean, blooms and it rains and washes it away, but then all that water causes everything to bloom again. So we're dealing with it this time of year.
All right, and so you mentioned, we're dealing with it this time of year.
Yeah.
Is it just the springtime, or when are we feeling these allergies? When is allergy season for Georgians?
I mean, it's going to be worse in the spring for sure. I mean, we're going to start to see it in March and then peak into late April, early May. And then by June, things should start to die down a little bit. But then we'll always deal with some of it throughout the summer until the fall hits and things really die down.
Wow, and so it kind of sounds like we're going to have to deal with it a lot throughout the year. What do we do to kind of live with allergies, and how do we live life well with it going on?
That's a good question. I think part of it is we need to try to reduce the risk of us having these flare-ups. So part of it is making sure I have all of our filters switched out in our house and in our car, and keep that air circulating within your car as you drive around. And nasal saline rinse can help to kind of get some of that pollen out of your nasal passages, and just making sure you're in tune with your body.
Okay, and so when it comes to medicine, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
What do people need to take? Should they go to their doctors first? Should they take over-the-counter medicine? What do we do? We start noticing, hey, allergies are flaring up. What do we do?
Yeah. Well, in addition to the nasal saline rinse, intranasal steroids like Flonase and Nasonex, those are the first-line treatments, or intranasal antihistamine like Acipro. That's one that you can use as well. So using those will help. So washing everything out, then reducing that inflammation in the nasal passages will help. And then after that, you can try like an oral antihistamine like Zyrtec or Allegra, one of those non-sedating antihistamines. And then you have some prescription treatments that you can get from your doctor if those don't work.
I was going to ask about that. So let's say the over-the-counter medicine just doesn't work. It's not cutting it. Allergy season is picking up. We see the yellow on our cars. Yeah. I mean, we really know allergy season is here. When do we need to seek out our doctors?
That's a good question. So I would say if you're trying the over-counter treatments, the nasal steroids, the antihistamines, and you're still not getting the relief that you need, go see your doctor. Another reason is if you start to have any wheezing or any breathing issues, sometimes that can be a sign of something else. Go see your doctor. Or if there's a sign of infection, if you're starting to get some purulent nasal discharge, like the discharge is looking kind of yellow and thick in appearance, or you're starting to have a fever or pain on one side of your face, that could be a sign of a sinus infection. So you should see your doctor at that time as well.
Okay, and so another thing too is sometimes, we have cold season come up, and we just say, it's just allergies, it's just this, and we do associate it with our allergies. What are some of those differences when we start realizing this is not an allergy symptom, it may be a cold or something else?
If you get a fever, hands down, that's not allergies, that's some sort of infection. Now, whether or not it's a virus or bacteria, that remains to be seen, but a fever is unusual and not associated with an allergy. The other thing is if this persists for 10 days or more despite treatment, then we need to start thinking about sinus infection. Or if the nasal discharge changes, we see in allergies, usually it's kind of clear, but then if it changes from like clear to thick and yellow in appearance, that could be an infection that's setting in.
All right, well, thank you so much for all the help. And really, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your primary care physician. They will help you out and figure out, is it allergies, is it more, and if so, how to prepare for the allergy season we are currently going through. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time.